So let's start this video here. Let's see what Asmon has to say about this Dave Pakman. If you don't know who Dave Pakman is, he is a liberal commentator for the liberal, YouTube space. I believe he started in the 2016 elections. That's when he started spewing his propaganda. The dude is super left. The guy is super into just kind of copying what the mainstream media says. So let's see what they have to say. I heard some rumors that all the liberal media stuff is falling apart. So let's check it out.
This is a very interesting topic for me, and I find it to be extremely compelling because obviously, I've been on the internet now for I'm 34. I've been on the internet for 25 years.
I always love when he talks
I got
about
the
how he's been on
internet
the
in
internet,
1999, I think. It might have been 2000, somewhere around there. And I've been on the internet plugged
into the matrix
as long as I possibly could be. I remember, you couldn't, the AOL CDs. I remember all of this stuff.
Flashy drives.
And so I've seen how all of this has evolved over the years.
Oh, damn it.
And I think it's an incredibly interesting way to look at things. I remember, I was looking up stuff for, N64 and Super Nintendo games on my, on my computer and on the school computers on the internet. I was looking it up on Google, and I'm like, wow, this website has everything. So, yeah, for me, this is extremely interesting because, I've seen this happening ever since its genesis 25 years ago.
We're gonna get these
and then
right
you
here.
saw, commentary stuff happening probably in, the mid-2000s.
When I woke up this morning, we had lost 5,000 YouTube subscribers,
baby.
Wow.
compared to where we were last night.
Now,
the first thing I thought was,
let's take a look at that. Ooh.
Oh, it's 10,
It's
bro.
minus
That's
10,000.
He's a liar. He's even lying about the sub count.
is this a glitch? We've been on
I'm gonna
YouTube
die.
for 15 years or something like that. And subscribers always just go up. They just never go down. They
Look
go
at
up.
this guy who acts
Is
entitled
something
to
wrong with my
subscribers.
channel? Is someone attacking my channel? What's going on? So I started texting. And I texted Brian
Texting his
Tyler
boss?
Cohen.
Oh,
And I
other media
texted
people.
Tyler Cohen and Brian Cohen and Brian Tyler, all of them. I texted all of them.
What's going on,
I
chat? What's going
texted
on,
Jesse
chat?
Dollimore. I texted Luke Beasley and Farron Cousins and Sam Cedar.
We got them all, baby.
And
These are other
every
commentators.
single one of our channels since last night is hemorrhaging subscribers.
Roach out! Everybody get off the
Abandon
ship!
Abandon
Get out, we're
ship!
sinking! Get out of here! Get out of here! Oh shit! Oh fuck!
I've abandoned my baby boy.
Obviously they're running away.
I've abandoned my baby boy.
That you lost. Of course, people don't want to. Bro, yes, exactly.
They want to be with winners, dude.
No,
Everybody's
yeah,
Republican now.
that's the reason why it happens. It's obvious.
What is it that is going on? Here is...
And also, I think that there's a lot of
Everybody wants
people
to be
that are
Republican
really
now. It's like the in
fucking
thing.
mad at a lot of these, leftist commentators.
Oh, no.
Because everything that you've been hearing has been that Kamala Harris had it in the bag. She was going to win. We're going to put Trump in jail, and everything's going to be normal again. And then
Yeah, they
it
lied about
turns out
everything.
that you could not have been more wrong.
They lied.
So when
They were
you
giving your
are,
opinions
and
as
you
facts.
think about
That's what was the
what
problem.
is the function of a media site? What is
Give
the
facts
function
and
of a
truth?
media
Inform?
service or anything? The function is to accurately inform the user about what is true.
And that's
so
what they were
if
not
you're
doing.
listening to a weather channel and they say, yeah, it's going to be a sunny day outside and it's
They're
raining
wrong every time.
and then the next day they say, yeah, it's going to be a rainy day outside and it's sunny, you're going to be like, I think this weather channel is bad. I'm going to look for another one. And so when you feed people bullshit and you tell people things that aren't true, they're not going to follow you and they're not going to listen to you because they're looking for you to know what's going to happen and to give insight on things. And it's very clear that that insight was completely flawed. That's the reason why people are going to leave. It's because, and there are always going to be people that just, all they want to hear is their own propaganda repeated back at them. Absolutely true. However,
It's like a movie
it's
review.
not
You wanna
that
see
simple.
somebody give a
A
review
lot of people
the
lost
same way.
credibility about knowing how the
Your same
country
opinions in
about
the
knowing
review.
how the country thinks. Yeah,
What the hell's
exactly.
going on?
is a graphic. As you can see, subscribers just go up, 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 and they are down. It is not just YouTube subscribers. We are seeing record cancellations of paid memberships.
This
Good,
is
dude.
true too.
That
so
should be an indicator of something wrong.
this is that A lot of people want to be on the winning team. If you want people to agree with you, tell them that other people agree with you. It's crazy how hard herd behavior goes with humans. There are multiple observed psychological studies for this. It is like this. It's basically settled science at this point. Like it's social science. So of course people are going to get off the bandwagon when the bandwagon breaks a spoke. It's not going anywhere. They're going to get off. They're going to get on another bandwagon.
Of course. Republican train is taking off.
How do people like this exist? I think that for a lot of people, it's upsetting for them that this happens. And I think that what happens is that people live inside of their own delusions for long enough.
They've been lied to.
And they convince themselves that they're real. And I think that's what happens the most. Is that people become ideologically captured by a point of view, and that point of view becomes so all-encompassing. It's that this person only talks to other people that agree with them. They only see media that tells them that they're right. They have, you know, like all of their friends think the same thing that they do.
I'm right.
And they effectively create an echo chamber for themselves.
Oh, that's me.
And eventually something shatters that, and they're like, wait, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? And I think also there's a lot of people who don't want that, but they inadvertently put themselves in it. And so these unsubs and people that are leaving the paid memberships, that is a result of it. It's because these are people that wanted to know what was happening, and you were
lying
wrong.
to them. He was just lying to them, straight up.
Pretty simple. And also, more importantly than being wrong, is you lost.
And you lied. And you lied.
Think about it like this on Twitch. Have you ever seen like a Twitch channel that starts losing viewers because it's losing viewers?
Yeah, people just start dipping. They say,
you guys ever notice this phenomenon happen?
That's why people with small view on Twitch, like myself, don't have a lot of flow because you have small view count. People want to watch people who have the most views.
It is not just YouTube subscribers. We are seeing record cancellations of paid memberships. Record
Cancel
cancellations.
Those channels, dude.
These are the people that keep the show
You give
running.
them money to give you a
Now,
service, and they're
for a
not
moment,
providing
I
a service.
thought, if it's just YouTube, maybe YouTube is purging people who are inactive subscribers. And once a year, usually YouTube does this, and you see a little decline, and then numbers go back up. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. And if that were the case, we wouldn't be seeing paid membership cancellations on the website. So now I understand what is going on. It's terrifying, but it is happening.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
A lot of people are checking out. I heard anecdotally from a couple dozen people who said, you know, David, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't
take the
do
lies
it
anymore.
I'm checking out. I'm out.
What's going on, chat? Hey, how you doing?
The reason that this is terrifying, not only because it puts everybody in left-wing media's livelihoods at stake and at...
Well, they put their own livelihood at stake
themselves
by creating content that was inaccurate.
Oh, there's an ad. Get rid of this ad, dude.
That's the problem. Like, so if I look at my YouTube channel, and I actually just pulled mine up. So we are massively down.
There's no views.
We are down 50%. Do you want to know why? Because we took over 2 weeks off of YouTube. We came back. 4 million, 4 million, 3 million, 5 million views. We have been popping the fuck off. Been absolutely fucking insane. So yeah, and
King, show me a soda.
Yeah, we're back in it. We're back in it. We're farming again. And do you want to know why? It's because people look back at the old videos. Oh wow, we're actually almost at 3 million views. I didn't even see that.
I got 3 views,
and
baby.
So the reason why being banned is good, well, no, it was not good for the YouTube channel for sure. Like definitely, like we went down a lot. Like we were at 132K video views. But the reason why it's because we took a huge break. That's really the reason. Like we took a break from the channel, and so now we're back. It'll take some time, and then that's it. And so yeah, billion. We almost have 3 billion views on the YouTube channel now. And so
that's a lot of views. Dude, that's crazy.
But you can see why people are not unsubscribing from my channel. It's
you got
because
banned, dude.
people
It's not
can
'cause
go
you're a
back and they
liar.
can look at the things that I said about different like situations. And I've got to tell you guys,
He was right about a lot of things.
I've been right a lot.
He says he has though. He
And
has.
guess what?
He said Trump was gonna win.
People want to know
I
what's
agreed
going
with
to
him when
happen.
he said that.
And so they're going to watch somebody who gives them an accurate viewpoint on what's going to happen.
They just don't want to be lied to, dude.
It's
They just don't
literally
want to
that
be
simple.
lied to. That's just that simple. They don't want to be lied to.
You haven't at all? Okay. All right. Okay. You mostly are? Yes, I have a good track record.
And the
one of
reason
those-
why Asmon has that
show,
track
bro,
record
show
is
your
because
ego?
he's- Oh, dude.
Oh, it's not ego at all.
It's because he's true to himself. He doesn't bullshit. He just says what he thinks.
I know that we have like people like that do this. You're like a streamer hater. Like I function media autistic. Where, oh, I spend money on a streamer. I'm not some kind of a cuck. It's just weird
Not a
guy.
cuck.
Boohoo metrics. Yeah, just weird like streamer hater. Like, oh, I don't like streamers. Listen, if you hate your job, that's fine. But like, I don't want to hear about it. Anyway, it's other logical people. Yeah, it's just like weird. Like it's like that kind of like old school Twitch viewer, right? Like salty, weird. Like I hate streamers, Twitch viewers, but I spend all day watching them. Anyway, so I think that it's not ego, it's just the fact. Like I have no problem saying when I'm wrong, and I think that
truth, you know, like I said,
you know,
he's telling
recently
the truth.
there's been a pretty big example of that. So I have
Truth
been
will set
wrong
you
about
free,
things
bro.
before,
The truth will set you
but
free.
I think I've
You know what
also
I mean?
been right about a lot of things too.
Oh, my
And
team-
so
team,
people
team,
are going
team.
to watch the content because they think that it's accurate. You have no idea about David Pakman. I don't know if you mean in general, but he's not the guy you think he is.
He seems like a leftist propagandist to me.
Well, let me go ahead and let me look and see what you're saying. What am I not understanding?
Oh, damn.
But also for a lot of people it is. He's not doing what you're saying. And what am I saying he's doing? Pac is not delusional lefty, to be honest. That's not the point.
I'm gonna say it. He is.
You said he said
He is.
Trump
That's why
would
he's losing
lose.
fans
No, I didn't.
because he's a liar.
I said that a lot
Propagandist.
of people said that, and I think people in media said that. I never said that he explicitly said that. So, yeah, that's it. And basically, I never said that. What I did say is that, and I started off by saying people don't want to watch somebody who is losing. That's a big reason. Also, he
wanna be on the winning
categorized
team,
himself as
baby.
left-wing, right? It's not that
My
I did,
team.
it's that he did. He literally said.
Oh, sure.
That's not why. Yeah. Again,
He banned him.
you insinuated it? Of course.
He banned him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. There's like 10 different reasons.
Risk. It terrifies me because our instinct is the opposite of what the right does.
So he's doing what the
And
left
we
does. He's
will
shaming you
get
now.
crushed
He's gonna shame
if
you.
this
Watch.
is the way we respond to a defeat. The right wants us not to exist.
He's
the
lying right now.
wants to decimate independent progressive media. And so when I
Well, I think that's not accurate, and I don't.
Watch.
Well, I don't think that.
Adam's
I
gonna agree
think
with
that
me.
that is kind of accurate, but it's not complete. I think that left-wing people constantly go after media. Like, look at the amount of people that are trying to shut down Twitter's advertising and trying to make people not advertise on certain platforms because the platforms have certain positions that are problematic.
Like
I think
Adam
this
just got banned
exactly
the other day.
happens. It happens with everybody. Everybody does that.
lose 5,000 subscribers, and Brian loses thousands, and Ring
Yeah.
of Fire loses
So
thousands,
these guys are not
and
looking
everybody's
internally
losing
what
thousands
the
of
reason
subscribers.
is. They're blaming people for
Understand
banning,
that
leaving them.
when the right
They're blaming the
loses,
audience.
they get organized, they fund, and they create insanely effective organizations
they lost,
like Turning Point
not lied
USA,
to.
investing in the Daily Wire and building out this huge network of right-wing ideas and influencers.
How many times have you seen this guy in the Harry whatever Sicklin or whatever, the little kid, the 19-year-old kid, the paid Democrat guy? How many times have you seen him, that guy, the two brothers, the twin brothers that lie, that one chick on Twitter who's always talking about propaganda, Kamala this, Kamala that? These guys have been trying to feed you information to sway you. They've not been trying to inform you. That's why everybody's starting to abandon them. And he now is talking about how you're the problem because you're not going to be like the Republicans who are steadfast. But they were steadfast because in 2020 they had, they questioned the election, so that brought them together. In 2016, that brought them together and they voted for Trump. So these guys are trying to manipulate you, trying to lie to you, and then he's blaming you. It's not a good look. It's probably why he's losing his subscribers. That's probably why his channel is going to go down.
So if you're feeling burnt out, I encourage you, take a break until the inauguration. It's months, okay? Mental health break, do it. But when we start canceling the subscription,
I think that another big reason why is that this is going to be probably something like, I don't really have like a, I don't have any data for this, so it's like 100% like a vibe check.
I'm not getting anybody.
I think that a lot of people follow and have left-wing ideas because they think that they're popular and for optics reasons.
Well, that's why.
That's why, for example, like there's guys that try to act like they're more liberal or more woke than they are in order to hook up with girls.
That happens in college. It does.
If the position is that I'm going to try to have this viewpoint, or I'm going to try to think like this, and then it's not popular, and it's not giving them the result that they want, they're going to stop having that opinion.
I totally agree with what he's saying right there.
Because they never actually had that opinion in the first place.
Have you seen that episode?
They only had that opinion as a, basically as a social tool.
Do you have your consent form?
And I think that's a very big component.
Bro,
it's always consistent to look better than everyone else. Yeah, exactly. And so
right here,
I think that for them, optics matter more. And whenever they see that the optics are not in their favor, they roach out. Because they don't really have a lot of these opinions in the first place, or they're not very strong or established. So as soon as they get confronted or challenged, they immediately stop having them.
I'm doing really bad. Yeah, it's like
I think also younger people are more idealistic. Your politics tend to be. Yeah, I think that's true too.
Not America first.
And so, like, yeah, younger people might be really idealistic. They see it not go their way, and then they get disillusioned. Yeah, I think that's extremely common. Out of fear of being attacked for wrong, I think. Yeah, exactly. Such a black and white perspective on everything. Well, no, really what I'm saying is that there's like a lot of different components and reasons why somebody would do something. So like, I think that like I've pretty much gone over a lot of them. Where like I think that one of the reasons is because they're pushing a message that's not popular, and because it's not popular, people leave because they want to be on the winning team. I think that in other cases, it's because they were saying that one thing was going to happen and then it didn't happen. I think that's another thing. And then the third thing is that the optics of being part of a group of people that you were actually only part of because it was socially advantageous. And then when you see that group not have that social advantage, well, then you leave because it was never about the group. It was about the advantage.
Yeah,
so
I totally agree.
There's a lot of things that come together. And it's not one component. You get more money
for that stuff, you know?
There are a lot of components to it.
I totally agree with Asmon on that one.
And so, no, I don't think it's one-dimensional at all. I think that I've tried to explain that.
That's why I like his takes. And
we are in an algorithmic desubscription
That's why he got
spiral
banned.
Right now.
Yeah,
because when people start unsubscribing on YouTube, YouTube thinks, oh, we probably shouldn't recommend this content because it's generating a lot of unsubscribes. Mm-hmm. So then the content doesn't get recommended. And then the message doesn't get out. And then next election, they win by even more. So I do understand the instinct, but if we cede ground to them, they crush us everywhere. Now, we're up against a MAGA Supreme Court potentially till 2050. We'll talk about that later. We're up against a completely uninhibited Trump. I actually have an entire chapter in my forthcoming book, The Echo Machine, about exactly this. It's actually, it's the introduction. In the introduction, I explain how it's disgusting to me. It's disgusting to me that when you engage in politics, you can't just find solutions.
He's not a person.
First, you've got to convince people climate change is even happening. You can't just find solutions because half the country doesn't even accept the science of vaccines. I outline this in the introduction.
Well, I think that they don't accept the science because they don't know what it is. It's an education problem. And yeah, obviously you have to convince somebody that a problem is real in order for them to want to fix the problem. I think that's logical, right?
But I also make the point in the book that if you actually care about the world for ourselves, children, grandchildren, other people, families, friends, people we care about, when you disengage because they've gotten so extreme, you cede ground to them and you say, do whatever you want. I'm disengaging. Do whatever you want.
Sure.
And we really can't do that. Okay.
The problem
so
with
my
these guys, they need to
request
stop
to
telling
you
people
today
what
is,
they're doing. They need to stop
please
telling them how to think
resubscribe to
and
the
how-
YouTube channel.
Please subscribe.
Of course. And so,
please subscribe, guys.
I think this is what happens with a lot of groups of people like
man.
this. The issue is that people don't want to be part of a group that is losing.
Shameless, dude. This guy's
And
shameless.
so there's like other components where like some people are angry because, and I'm not saying David Pakman said this, and I never did say that, but there were a lot of like left-leaning people, and I think this is especially true in mainstream media, that thought this was going to be a clean sweep, or they thought that
They're
Kamala
trying to
Harris
push
was
the
going to
narrative it
win,
would
etc. And that happened, and guess what? Or sorry, it didn't happen, and guess what? All of those people now are like,
Lost
well, we're
credibility.
not going to trust you anymore
Yeah, nobody
because
trusts.
you
There's
were
no
fucking
trust.
lying. That's the reason why.
They're liars,
It's funny he
no
thinks he's going to win the
credible,
sub backs,
no
the subs
credibility, no
back by
crud,
gaslighting
no
his own
cred.
public.
They don't got no street cred.
I think that people just want to be on the winning side. That's literally it.